This is Annie, and I wish to wish you a very happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for all that you do for so many people in love, in light, in giving. This is also a day life wants you to receive, and life wants me to share with you some of the many ways that life has shown me the different messages of love that life tries to bring you, your creator tries to bring you, however you look at source, tries to bring you symbols of love every day, but it isn't necessarily with the hearts. It isn't necessarily with the roses. It isn't necessarily with a box of chocolates. So we're going to explore some of the different ways that source says hello to you with love every day. And your loved ones in spirit can do the exact same thing. So take a deep breath if you would. Breathe in all the love that is around you, because indeed it is. Think of your loved ones, your friends, those in spirit that you wish to have around you today, for they already are. And we're going to go and explore some of the different ways that they are saying hello to you. And it's more than the color red, and it's more than a box of chocolates. So if you would bring their energies in and think about them, we're going to have some fun with love today on a Valentine's Day so that when we get done in your heart, you can go to life. All right, let me see you prove that. And then watch the love that they spread around you each and every day. The first thing I want to do is actually take the word love along with the word live. Everybody knows this one in English. You live and you live to love. Sometimes I believe it's through love that you live. What's the difference between these words when written in English? Because it goes a long way towards understanding a deeper message. The live is I, it uses the I. And to live, it is about you, it's all about you. You came here to live a life, and it is all about the I. But the love, the only difference between live and love is the circle or the I. And the circle represents the unconditional love, the eternal round. It represents the main shape of the cells that make you up, as well as the sacred flower of life with its physics, as well as a ring, a band of love that anyone can give to a partner that they choose to go down a long time in life with. So one of the first ways that life can say, love you, sending you a big circle of my love, being all inclusive and wouldn't leave you out, certainly thinking about you, is with the big circle. Now I understand most of us are taught when you see O's, it means nothing. It means zero. It means you don't have anything in your bank account. What in fact it can possibly mean and has meant long before we mean nothing in our bank account is the eternal round. You live on a big circle. Life, the universe is used as a big circle. We just came off holidays, although you will see these in any season of the year. This is what wreaths actually represent, is the circle of love. Whether this is an Easter wreath or a middle of August wreath or a Christmas wreath, there's all kinds of wreaths out there, and it represents the eternal round of love. It is the full circle of the O. So when circles start to show up around you in a number of different shapes, it can be about receive the love that surrounds you. You are standing in the middle of the circle. Receive it. And the big O's in all kinds of different forms and ways show up around you. Another way the big O's show up around you is with the X's and O's. Many of you out there know what this is. It represents hugs and kisses, whereas here the O's represent the eternal round, the great love, the all-inclusion, and I hug you. The X's in the center usually represent kisses from someone you love. Like I said, pull in all those loved ones from spirit that you have around you. whether it's a husband, a wife, one of your children, one of your most ancient of friends, someone you care about deeply. They're sitting around you. The X actually represents an ancient rune, Rune, which is the Norse alphabet. It's an ancient alphabet, and the X was the letter Gebo, and Gebo represented gift. Like X marks the spot, that's where the treasure is. And in this case, we've brought it forward. It represents hugs and kisses. So when you see a bunch of circles around, that can be life, whether it's in wreaths or in the shape of signs. Then the O's represent hugs to you in very, very big ways. The X's represent kisses. Everybody watching this at some time or another has seen this up in the skies. This is jet trails that just happened to cross and just happened to cross somewhere where you are just when you happen to be looking up. I realize they're jet trails. I also realize they're actually chemtrails. But if you ask Spirit yourself, you'll find out what I found out was if we are actually going to pollute our skies, then our loved ones will use their initials can be up in the sky. Let's say you know someone who, your uncle, okay, whose name was Bob Brown. And every time you look up, you see some kind of something with the clouds and the bees. There's all kinds of ways. Carol, your grandma, can show up. A Frank that you dearly love. F's show up all the time. T's are around for Tom's and Terry's. There's all kinds of ways that the signs can be up there with you, and often they'll add a kiss or they'll put the kiss, and it'll be timed in such a way that you really need it. So when X's and O's show up, all right, it's more than just a hug and a kiss here and there. All right, someone you love has gone to the trouble, whether they're from spirit or they live on the other side of the state from you. They're sending you hugs and kisses in thought, in spirit, very much in love. Another symbol that you may not have thought of, numbers are used often to bring us all kinds of messages, all kinds of messages. Let's say you have a spouse who's passed. Your wedding anniversary will start showing up on the digital clock, on license plates, on jerseys as they go jogging by. It is a wonderful way for someone who loves you very much to say hello to you, to use their numbers, your numbers together as a way of saying, I'm here with you right now. I recognize the date. Let's say you got married. June is a popular month for brides. Let's say you got married on 6/11. Well, they can wake you up at 6/11 in the morning, several mornings in a row when you just as soon get up after 7. You can start seeing 11/6 because if we go to the other side of the world, they'll flip that. You can see numbers of theirs and yours connected around you every day. Their birthday number, their anniversary. If they're very romantic, they may even know the date of when you all first met. Or they'll keep putting in some way that is them, your birth date, your numbers in front together to say we are together. That also represents the number 2. 2 is about a pairing. 2 is about this duality. 2 can be about male, female, up, down, left, right, here, there. 2. We have 2 legs, we have 2 arms, we have 2 eyes, we have 2 of many things. But in many ways, 2 represents a pairing. 2 plus 2 will get you 4. 2, 2, 2 times the fun. And because I'm into graphics, I found out a long time ago, if you mirror image numbers, you get all kinds of information. Today it's about love. And so when you take a 2 and you give it the mirror image, you see the heart that is shown. You see the shape of the heart. And that's what two people committed to each other, loving one another, whether it's a romantic relationship or a best friend, whether it's a mother and child or a father and child. These numbers, these symbols, heart represents more than just, I give you my love. It also can be a symbol of the two of us together, conquering things and forming, creating. I'm going to talk a little bit about some animals that bring us love. Swans are one of those animals that represents love in very, very big ways for all kinds of reasons, but often because of what they are able to do when they are bonding, when they are showing love to one another. They touch at some very intimate places, the neck and also the forehead. It's one of the most intimate of pictures to take in many ways, loving, caring of animals. And so swans show up when life is trying to say hello and that it loves you. It loves your grace. It loves your beauty. And you are perfect just the way you are. And life wants to mirror your beauty back to you. And swans will show up. Their beauty, and regardless of what color they happen to be or what season they show up in, these happen to be white, which is honoring your purity. But you start to see how two takes the shape. And if two keep showing up around you, life is wanting you to know without doubt that you're in it together. We are so trained and so taught that we are alone. And many, even with partners, feel very alone. And if life itself, the energy around you, the air that you breathe, the love that surrounds you, if that can prove to you that it's with you all the time, you begin to understand that you are never alone. And if your husband, your wife, your best friend, whomever you've pulled in close to you, can use symbols around you all the time, not of hearts, not of roses, but more of the down to earth, okay, elements of life, the animals of life, the numbers of life that can be around you, they can show it to you every day. And it really makes a wonderful difference. Another symbol most of you will represent and understand and recognize and know certain symbols of people. If I say to you Mother Teresa, or I say to you Jane Goodall, or I say to you the Dalai Lama, if you see pictures or symbols of them, that feeling that you get, that is love. That is an expression of love. And life will bring those symbols of those people, images of those people, words by those people. I have a dear friend who gave me a wonderful bracelet. Do small things with great love. Mother Teresa. She's mine and millions of our hero. We also have other heroes throughout the world whose symbols, whose pictures, whose images, or people who have an idea of what their image is like, shows up. Here's two great ones, both master teachers. You know right off the bat who these two are. I love Jesus most when he's playing, when he's smiling, because to me, what I've come to understand walking with him and many, many others is just how fun, how much he smiles, how light filled and light energy filled he is, as is Buddha. Well, if their symbols start showing up around you, they can be asking you to love. They can be saying you are loved. Practice the love that was shown, that was given. They themselves have different numbers. One of the ways they can both say hello to you is through their numbers. Now, one way I can say Jesus numbers, a lot of people connect 33 with Jesus. It most certainly can be, is a number of his. He is also, if you have 12 apostles, what number does that make him? And many people will say, yeah, but he would have been first. And actually, no, he was not the first one into a room. He would have been one of the last. He washed their feet. The apostles never thought about that. It never occurred to them. He was 13, which is one of the reasons there's so much power to the number 13, the power of one who is aware of spirit. Three, mind, body, spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Mother, Daughter, Holy Spirit, which was some of the messages he brought through, many of which were taken away. Buddha is wonderful in the 48. Buddha teaches of the Four Noble Truths, much like Jesus taught of his noble truths. And when you have an understanding of the Four Noble Truths, you can walk the Eightfold Path. And those Eightfold Paths, much like Jesus, much like Mother Teresa, much like the Dalai Lama, much like Gandhi, much like Nelson Mandela, shows you how to walk a path of love and light, of high level consciousness and doing unto others out of love. Now, here is two shapes, one of which you are very familiar with here in the West, that are also messages of divine love. Another one some of you will be very familiar with and others not so much. Of course, the cross goes with Yeshua, Ben Joseph, Jesus, but the Dharma wheel, the wheel, it looks much like a sailor's wheel, that is Buddha. There are Four Noble Truths, which is shaped coming out of the wheel like the cross. If you go straight up and down and straight across, there's the Four Noble Truths. And when you add the other four, you get eight. You get the Eightfold Path. And so there are karmic wheels. There is love wheels. Again, we're back to the circles. We're back to all kinds of ancient symbols of understanding and knowing so that life can show you just how much love is all around you. We haven't talked about music. If you really love music as much as music loves you, which it does, it's all vibration. Music is written for you. It can be played for you. And yes, I understand a Beatles song, the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, Garth Brooks, Taylor Swift. They all write songs for themselves, for their fan base. But the timing of the music, the words of the music, can be used every day in a commercial that's playing on the television in the background. The song that plays in your head and won't let go. The song that follows you around someday was playing in the background when you went in to pay for the gas, and then it's there at lunch when you're having a business meeting and it's playing in the background, and then when you stop to get milk on the way home at grocery store, there it is playing again. And they're messages of love. But you're not listening. You're not receiving the love. You're busy. Got so much to do, feeling alone, feeling like nobody's listening. And love is trying to use the music alone, the sounds and the vibrations of love alone around you to go, well, look at it this way, love. Look at it this way, my child. Look at it. Here's a warning for you. Here's an embrace for you. Here's a hug for you. And it's all in the music. And a lot of it can be playing in your own head. It's called clairaudience. Millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of people have it, and most people have never heard that term. And yet life uses music. They know they love music. They know music can turn them around in a heartbeat. You can be in a really sad mood, and there's certain bands, certain music, certain songs you can put on in every culture. And it'll pick the person right back up, get them tapping their toe. They'll stand up and move forward. So music is used, and often if there is a song that's playing, okay, let's say you're driving, and there's a song that comes on the radio and you really hate it. You don't like that song. Change the channel. Spirit will use something you really dislike all right, to get you to move to another place. It's one of the reasons life gets hot. Life will get very hot, and you don't necessarily look at that as love. And by hot, I mean you don't like the work you're doing, you don't like where you are, you don't like the situation you're in, and life loves you. Source loves you and realizes that you might not move closer to the love you deserve unless you get really uncomfortable where you are. And the music can be used, okay, to say, look at it this way, let's come this way. The words can be used to bring you to a new direction. Because music is used by the angels, by the guardians, by your mother, by your best friend, by the daughter that you miss terribly, and you know how much she loves her music, and you still cry every time her favorite songs comes on the radio. Yes, she's wanting you to know she's around. Your husband keeps playing your favorite songs and you're crying. Yes, if you look, you'll see that your anniversary is also on the digital clock, as well as the 2 or 3 license plates that happen to be around you while you're driving. Because they love you, because they use symbols more than just hearts, okay? More than just roses of all colors. They will also use red. I'm wearing red for a reason. It's the color of love. It's the color of your root chakra, which is where your energy fields, your electrical fields are closest to Mother Earth. Now, your feet are actually the ones that are closest. But when it comes to major energy centers, when red shows up a great deal in the middle of July or the middle of August or no place in particular, I'm not necessarily talking about December or right on Valentine's Day. It can be your energy centers in your root chakra. Get to your roots. Stand in your roots. Remember your roots. And also work on that energy field. Red, we have been marketed and trained to believe is all about love. Yes, it most certainly can be. But it can also be about passion. It can be blood family ties. So that red can show up when a family member who's really trying to apologize from spirit because they were not very nice and you didn't want them around. It doesn't represent love to you. It can represent Grandpa Alfred that's trying to say, I'm sorry. I know I yelled at you and I shouldn't have done that. There's all kinds of ways that the red can show up with family in loving, beautiful, fantastic ways. It can also show up in, if we weren't family, I don't know that I would know them. And red can be used because red can also be angry. Red can show up as the opposite of love. Passion, passion can be about love, but passion can also be about anger. And so red can be used in a number of different ways to bring you a number of different messages, not all of them love. So when red shows up, that's absolutely beautiful. But where that fuel hits the flame in this candle, in any candle, where the fuel, all right, hits the flame, creates the flame, that isn't red, that's blue. So blue is another color that's all about love. Please don't train yourself to think only red shows up about love, because from blue skies to singing the blues, that also is love. Another little image for you. Used to be, if your family had any money, we're in the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, 1200s. If you came from a wealthy family and you were about to be a bride, you did not wear white. White was bleached out stuff. White was stuff that anybody could have white. It just get dirty. Many brides, they wanted blue. That's why to this day we say something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, because they had a blue dress on. This is an image of a Victorian bride, all right, from a, needless to say, wealthy family. They didn't want white, they wore blue. We've been marketed out of believing, okay, that all the colors represent love. That's why rainbows, you're made of rainbows. Rainbows always mean love. It's not just one color, it's not just two. Purple. Purple is a sacred love. Purple is a color that shows up about sacrifice for others. You love so others, okay? You so loved this world that you were willing to give up your life, and you drape his cross in purple. There, all the colors represent love. Many say you have to listen to your heart, that love is found in the heart. I'm not about to argue that at all. Love is found in all of you, but if you come from the heart, the electrical field, the energy field, the wavelength of electricity that comes out of your heart, that's green. So please don't pick just one color and think life can only talk to you, speak to you of love in just one color. Life can speak to you in any and every color, and particularly loves the rainbows, particularly. That's why they were created. They're magnificent. And to remind you of all the electrical fields that make you up, match all those wavelengths of electricity. So rainbows will show up when life wants to give you a hug, when your source wants to say, remember your colors, how beautiful and magnificent they are from the inside out. Source also used a rainbow of colors in the animals to bring love. Here's some animals here. And each and every one of these birds, please understand all the animals know love. They'll bring you love. And we talk about a lot of them in Godsign. But today Spirit wanted to do the birds. Because we got love birds. Okay, we have hummingbirds. We have the dove. Now everybody realizes the dove is about peace and love. The hummingbirds are actually from your angels, your guardians, your loved ones in spirit. They're bringing you joy. Many moms, grandmothers, granddads, they've got the hummingbird feeders. And you used to remember just sitting there and listening. So many would show up, they hum. It's magic. And lovebirds go without saying. There's also cardinals or red birds. That has to do with the red of love. But it also has to do with family members. Many, many family members. If you have cardinals, if you have red birds somewhere near you where you live, they are used to say, I love you. Life loves you. And life will use red as well to help you follow a passion. What is your love in life? Are you loving yourself? Especially when robins show up, that's also about love. And it can often be from a mother's love. It's Mama Robin and her blue eggs. So those red-breasted birds as well as the bluebird, because right here is the bluebird of happiness, made famous in song and poetry. So please know Mother Earth herself, Creator, uses the rainbow to create animals of love. Another animal that is used often in love are bears. Most of you out there, whether you realize it or not, have totem bear, spirit guide of bear. You're ancient or you wouldn't be watching this. And back when we used to live more closely with the bears, we used to live in the caves. And yes, I'm going back tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years. Bears represent today our ancientness, knowing that life does provide. There are koala bears, there are panda bears, there are polar bears, there are brown bears, there are black bears. Bears show up when life wishes to give you a hug, a big old bear hug. Now, I know nobody wants a grizzly bear hug. I understand. But Winnie the Pooh will show up. When you're not getting enough money yourself, you can be giving to everybody else and taking care of everybody else. But, my dear, when are you getting some sweet for your life? And Winnie the Pooh Bear will show up to say hello. And as strange as it sounds, as absolutely magnificent as it truly is, life has a wonderful, wicked, magnificent sense of humor about many things. And wouldn't you know that the marketing and ad agencies these days even use bears to sell toilet paper? So Charmin toilet paper bears can show up. Just because Uncle Bert used to love to tell a good joke, and you just heard some today, and you've been thinking about him, and about the time you're thinking about him, there's those commercials on television. Bears show up all kinds of different places. We have cubby bears, we have Chicago bears, We have Bruins. We have teddy bears. What would many of us do without our teddy bears of long ago and some of today? And if you have loved ones who passed young, I'm here to tell you they can use all kinds of bears and teddy bears. So please know how much you are loved on Valentine's Day by all the different ways. Your Creator doesn't use just one or two or 10. Oh my goodness, why would they stop at that? You're a perfect 10. They're just getting started when they show you the 100 different ways that they show you love. But you must watch for them. You must believe in it. You must know and see. And when we leave here today, as many of you don't know me that well, in your heart, go, let me see you prove it. Say it to life. Think it. Just go, okay, let me see the wreaths. Let me see the circles. Let me see the X's up in the sky. Let me see the rainbow of colors. Let me see the animals. To your loved one in spirit, deep in your heart, go happy Valentine's Day. Let me see you prove it. That's what I'm asking for Valentine's Day. And then watch as they shower you with the love. That's about our time today. Let me see if I've got anybody real quick just to send love to. No, I don't want to do that yet. I hit the wrong thing. Ah, Nikki, hi. I was thinking of our sister friend today, Colleen. Please watch for 56. She's using all kinds of numbers around all kinds of different ways. She's using all kinds of love. And our dear Colleen, if anybody can send us love every day and prove it, oh my gosh, you can't deny her in any way, shape, or form. Susan, I have something for you that is a parrot. No lie. I have a little stuffed parrot that was put at my feet last week, and I'm supposed to get that to you actually from loved ones you have in spirit for a Valentine's Day, and we will get together and do just that. Because the parrots, with all their colors and rainbow, much like the lovebirds, they're just sending. They love to send love. They are ancient, ancient symbols of all the colors that make you up. And so thank you, dear, very much. I will get that parrot to you. Manda, love you as always. And Connie, you've got all of you wonderful, beautiful ladies are made of love. That's what you are, and that's what you give to so many. Now, my wish for you when I blow this out right here, and all those others that are watching, I know you watch and you don't post. I love you. Make wishes for yourself. Make wishes for those that you love. Okay? Connie, Lexi, honey, enough said. She's one of you watching for shades of blue. She's using lots of blue. You know the bright red is she's all about that. But now she's using blues and purples. She's adding the purples in. Okay? Please make wishes for yourself. Whatever time you watch this, wherever you are, however far out it is from when this is posted, make wishes. It still matters. The love is still around you, and they're still bringing it to you. Namaste, my friends. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy love. Think of John and the Beatles. All we need is love. And when you know how much of it is around you, the full circle of it, you understand. Blessings. I'll see you in a couple weeks.